Hello? Hello, hello. It's back. Landrover is back. So, yeah, it's been a little while, so I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on what's been going on. Basically what's happened is that this has been in for an MOT, and at the same time I wanted them to look at a few different things. There was an issue with the headlights. They were not going on. Sorry, the side lights and indicators were not working on this side when this headlight was on. I wanted the light bar connected, wired up, and I wanted them to do an MOT, and I also wanted them to loosen these wheels because they're completely, well, they were completely solid. I couldn't get them off even with a big breaker bar. So issue was with the MOT, been there for over a month, sat down at their garage, was they just didn't have the time to do all those things that I wanted. They did have a look at the electronics, but they couldn't get this lighting issue to be resolved. So I've been down there quite a few times working on stuff myself, but then it got worse from there. What happened was the horn stopped working. Well, it didn't stop working. I reconnected the horn. I'll open this up in a second. Actually, I'll open it up just now. Oh my God, tell me that needs fixed too. I need to sort that out. Yeah, here's the new horn here. Had a horn here, original, which was working when I got the car. Repositioned it up here. These wires, the original wires. I had it here, plugged it back in, but it stopped working for some reason. I thought I'd maybe damaged these wires when I was replacing these wings, but turns out the actual horn was an issue because I basically just took two wires off the old horn, connected it up to the battery, and because it's alternating current, shouldn't matter which goes in which, put it onto the battery, but nothing happened. So because the horn's part of the MOT, I had to get that fixed. So that was one thing. As I say, the lights had an issue, and I was playing around it for a while. The garage couldn't figure it out. What I ended up doing was figuring out that it was an earthing issue. So I tapped in to the original earth matrix here underneath the wing, which is actually earthed onto the chassis itself. And then I ran a line back through the bulkhead to the negative terminal in the battery, and that seemed to solve the issue. So essentially, these lights were not getting on this side the proper earth that they required. I'm not sure if there's, because I changed all these units over. So got the horn working, got the light working, but then the windscreen wiper stopped working. So in here you have the windscreen wiper motor. This is a brand new unit that we had installed, my friend Matthias and I installed. I got quoted at another garage £1,000 to get these wipers working. They had said that they would have to take off the whole dash. They'd have to replace all the gears behind each of the actual windscreen wipers themselves. Whilst I kind of agree that they could do with being replaced, the gears are a little bit worn out because even with this new motor, they're still not perfect. You can see there's some play in it. So ideally I should take the dash off, put new gears in. It's a worm drive that goes along the dash here, and that in turn, that gets pulled by the motor, and then that connected to gears on each of the windscreen wipers. So yeah, I should probably do that at some point, because it'll put more strain on this new motor, which cost me like 80 quid. But yeah, got them working, got the horn working, got the lights working, and I'm just going to wire up the light bar myself and these rear lights. I think I should just be able to tap into the battery, which is under here, and just put a standalone switch somewhere on the dash. And yeah, just glad to have it back. So probably I'm just going to try and tidy up a little bit in here, get the arches put back on, tidy up the truck bed. I want to get this sorted out and get the truck bed liner in here so it's all nice and black. I need to fix this because well, you can see it's broken, and the other job I want to do is clean up this engine bay. So I want to probably take out this filter, give that a good, well, I think I'll probably wash it, sand it down and paint it, and same with the radiator hoses here. This intake for the air filter, I think I'm going to get a new one because it's got holes in it. And yeah, clean up the engine bay, and yeah, that's about it really. So yeah, glad to have it back, and see you next time.